Good morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here. Bob Acanfrio, liveweatherblogs.com meteorologist with our tropical update today for Friday, October 1st, 2010. Just want to go over just a little bit of the rainfall that came through the East Coast the last few days with combination of upper low, couple extra tropical lows, Nicole, remnants of Nicole, or probably still Nicole, kind of, sort of, subtropical, whatever you want to call her. But here's looking at it this morning here. Rain starting to move, slowly move eastward. We have this last little piece of, this is actually what is Nicole right here off the Delaware coast here. You can see, and this is going to enhance some of the rainfall this morning, moving through New Jersey, and then this will move up towards New York City and Long Island. So this is a little bit of enhancement here this morning across the coast of South Jersey here. This whole area will slowly move to the east and northeast today, so the big winners with the rainfall will be New England today. And then finally, as we move through the weekend, some nice drier, cool fall-like weather will move into the northeast and across the east coast. North Carolina getting a chance to dry out today, thankfully. Got crazy rains, almost like they had with Hurricane Floyd, probably even worse throughout this whole area. Pretty crazy flooding event. And you can see this was the corridor here, just incredible setup here of this tropical connection shooting right up the east coast. Hardly ever see this kind of setup. I've never really seen this much at all in all the years I've been doing this, so it's pretty interesting. And like I said, it was a combination of things that came together just perfectly. But you can see here's what was left of Nicole here as it's riding right off the Delaware coast today and into Jersey. So that, like I said, that'll give a little enhancement here. But you can see nice shot of fall-like air coming right from Canada. And this is just going to be set us up for just a beautiful weekend here across most of the eastern United States. And we're cooling off in the south. Could actually use some rain here in the south. Didn't really get much across Florida, except for South Florida. North Florida has been very dry across most of the southeast. So hopefully we'll get some rain soon, but it looks like a pretty dry pattern here for the next week. The good news for this pattern, this is going to protect us from any tropical systems coming our way for probably the next week. So that's kind of good news for the United States as far as tropical activity goes. I'll show you a few things here in a moment. I'm just looking at the estimated rainfall amounts from radar. As you can see, the big winner was right across from Jacksonville to Wilmington, Greenville, this whole area in North Carolina. Upwards of, I've seen some reports of about 15 to 18 inches of rain in this area. They were the big winners here. As we move north, you can see this corridor shot right up here, right through North Carolina, Virginia, Norfolk, and then this went right up towards Baltimore as a swath of about 8 to 10 inches of rain. And then we took it even farther north, like I said, just east of Baltimore, and then throughout eastern Pennsylvania here. And you can see some areas here in northeastern Pennsylvania upwards of 8 to 10 inches as well between Allentown and Scranton in this area. And this shot right upward just west of Albany as well with about around 7 to 8 inches of rain. So this whole entire area, just tons of rainfall. But like I said, today we're getting a chance to dry it all out as this whole area shifts eastward. All right, looking at the tropics, what do we have today? Really not much. This is now our newest invest, 97L. Kind of a big area here, not very organized right now. National Hurricane Center gives us about a 40% chance in the next couple days to develop. Conditions are going to get a little better. We have this upper level low up in here, moving right towards Bermuda. This has had a lot of shear just to the north of this system. This is going to move north, so the shear is actually going to get better in this area. And we'll have to see if this thing could kind of spin something up here. It's kind of big, so it's going to take its time. But northern Leeward Islands, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, the next 2 to 3 days, just kind of watch this system. You know, there is a chance this could become a tropical depression or tropical storm. So watch it over the weekend. Not much model support with this right now. No gaps, and Canadian models are really the only ones developing this system. And they, like I said, they take it towards the northern Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico. Again, for the United States, we're going to be kind of protected from systems in the next week. So if anything, this thing's going to probably move near the islands or just north here and then scoot on up out to sea. We're also still watching our monsoonal trough here in the Western Caribbean. Nothing right now. just kind of going to sit here. Again, we're going to be protected by high pressure here across the United States. So if anything does develop here, it's either just going to sit down here, possibly scoot out to the east or to the west, but not going to come up into the Gulf. So that's good news down there. Again, looking at the shear, you can see here's our system here. Upper high's trying to build over it. This shear to its north will kind of lift north. So we'll get into a better favorable environment here in the next couple days for development. And you can see our steering flow right now. It's going to happen here over the next 5 to 7 days. This trough's going to shift a little east. High pressure is going to dominate in here. So if anything tries to move out of this area from 97L, it's just going to move out to sea and not affect the United States. So that's good news. And again, protecting, and this high pressure will also protect us from anything coming out of the Caribbean. So looking at some of the early model runs for 97L, again, they take it mostly north of the islands. But again, northern leeward Puerto Rico, we'll have to watch this system in the next couple days to see if it does develop. And again, looking at the bigger picture, again, Cape Verde season's over. We're not going to be looking out to Africa anymore for systems. In the tropics, this is the area we're going to be watching, near the islands here, and then, of course, across the Caribbean. This is going to be our main focus now through October. And then we'll just have to see how the pattern works out. I mean, will systems... will the pattern be where some of these systems will try to come up and affect Florida like Nicole tried to do? Looks like I said for the next 7 to 10 days, the GFS and the Euro model basically keep this trough here across the western Atlantic. Pretty big ridge of high pressure building in right here across the eastern United States. So that's really going to kind of keep everything away from us for the next 7 days. So looks like pretty quiet times for the United States in the tropics the next 7 to 10 days. If anything on the latest on our rainfall across the east and the northeast, we have some great blogs on liveweatherblogs.com today going over the rainfall amounts and what's in store for today. So if anybody wants to check that out, just log on to liveweatherblogs.com and we'll get you the latest information on that. That's my tropical update for today. I will have another update for you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good day.